And we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What? Let me just say podcast. I am your host, Ray. With me as always, we got Father.
Shout out to Lygia Alessandra.
Shout outs to her. How we doing today, Father?
Well, I'm sorry. Do you mind if I read this real quick?
Go ahead, do your thing, man.
All right, I'm gonna read this. Here we go. Actually, you didn't hurt me. You're just a bitch-made nigger trying to look tough to hide the fact that you're a homosexual. You don't
I
affect me
just
anything.
saw that.
I
I
found you
just saw that
amusing,
shit.
and it reflects how you physically look. Amusing. You another Pan-African bucket carrier with your Twitter freedom.
What was that about? I read that earlier, but what was that about?
I replied to a tweet, and she just tweeted that to me.
Yo, what's been up with you in these Twitter wars that you've been getting in lately, man?
I don't get into Twitter wars. I embarrass people, and they feel some type of way about it.
Hey, man, some people are just insecure about their own feelings. This is like,
They ain't got shit to do with me. If you come to me, I'm gonna embarrass you. You the one that picked the smoke.
oh, man. All right, Dion just entered the chat. Dion, how you doing today, man? You're muted, Dion, just so you know.
My bad. I'm sitting here talking this shit. But yeah, like I said, like I was saying before I realized I was still muted, man. Fada chose violence, man. Cut the bullshit.
I
Just
did
one.
not choose no violence.
You could have just not. Right, violence chose you. Anyway.
It does choose me. I just be chilling.
Spoken like a typical violent ass nigga. But anyway.
I'll beat your ass.
Again, the violence.
I mean, yeah, you deserve it.
Fuck you.
All right. Well, first things first, I want to say congratulations to Keith Lee and Mia Yim for getting engaged.
Hell yeah.
About time that shit happened. I knew that shit was. As soon as I first, I said, "Yeah, you gonna keep. They gonna keep each other." So, Black Asian blazing love. So I like seeing that. um, Second of all right, let's get into the topic. Gentlemen, I don't know about y'all, but I don't think stupidity should be rewarded. Do you?
No, it shouldn't.
Okay,
It
so
shouldn't be, but it is.
how is it that the girl with Gorilla Glue gets to put a GoFundMe and people are spending money? First things first, how you feel about this whole Gorilla Glue fiasco?
Oh, my girl
Because
showed me
there
something that actually beats that.
Oh, hold on. Before you get because I was about to say there's people that feel sorry for her, and then there's people like me that be like play stupid games, win stupid prizes. How do y'all feel about that? Go ahead, Dion.
You said it better than anyone else could. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Just my only question is why? What was she trying to accomplish?
Trying to get
What was the
ahead.
goal? What was the goal? So you put Gorilla Glue, one of the strongest adhesives in the world, in your fucking head.
It worked, didn't it?
Apparently not, but
Apparently too well. What do you mean? Apparently not. Apparently,
I
Kim
mean,
said
I mean, yeah, you right, you right,
her hair was
you
like
right.
that for a fucking month, and it didn't move.
It ain't there wasn't no new growth under that motherfucker to where she could have just cut a chunk off and just started over. Just
Do you not know how? You know what? Continue.
Dog, that's the. They're like
it's
it. Cut,
it's a month. Something should have grew up under that, bro.
no, the thing was in her
No,
pores. Like that's how deep it was.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Why you
Because
think it ain't grow?
I didn't know how much glue she used, so it was just like, damn, she used that much glue. Damn,
bruh.
to where your shit couldn't even grow out your scalp no more. I thought she just did like the coated like the top layer of her hair or some shit. But
No.
oh, shorty, what was you thinking?
Go ahead, father.
So
I'm
that's like a nigga using fucking Castrol or some shit trying to get Jerry curls. Come on, nigga.
so You know that Chris Brown gift where he looks at the thing, then looks away and keeps playing his game? That was me. I just looked and then I just went back to what the fuck I was doing. Now I'm happy she got, that shit corrected because you can't be going out like that. But at the same time, it's just like, bruh, we in the middle of a pandemic. Joe Biden is doing exactly everything he can to ignore black folks, and you over here putting glue on your head. Yeah, y'all can have that one. I'm just gonna go over here, and that's exactly what I did.
Again, what were you thinking?
She
That's
was
the only
trying to look.
question I have for homegirl. What the fuck were you thinking?
She was trying
You
to
sure
look
you want
good
the
with
answer to that
with
question?
them beady ass eyes. Yo, those are like the beadiest eyes I've seen on a woman.
She
I
got the
don't know.
little dirt eyes.
What was you saying?
She got the little dirt eyes.
Yo, them joints was beady as fuck. I was like, I'm not trying to like talk about her appearance, but them eyes is just like that's the first thing that got me before even realizing her hair didn't move. And that joint was like a
And then,
football helmet, the way she was flapping and shit.
yeah, and then
Oh
like I
my
said, I saw something that beats that.
What is it beat that?
Some broad actually tried to perm her pubic hairs, bro.
God. Oh yeah, I saw that shit.
I thought
Get
I
the.
laughed at that one. I laughed at that one.
That's all you can do is laugh. Again, what were you thinking?
Hey man, sometimes you just gotta do stupid shit to find out that it's stupid.
That pussy head fried down laid to the
I
side.
gotta. I, I gotta know the. I don't even know if I want to know the logic behind that. In that situation, I don't know if I want to know what the fuck you were trying to
No, what do
accomplish.
you mean? We're human
Look,
beings. We're on the planet Earth, and
No,
we experience certain things.
no, but just
no,
no,
Dion,
no.
Dion, Dion. Some people are just dumb.
I
It's just
get
once
that.
you realize, no, once you
Uh,
realize that some people are just dumb and don't deserve to be on Al Gore's internet, you kind of like just be like Father said. You look at it like Chris Brown. You look at it and then you turn back to your game. You just what are these dumb niggas doing?
See, that's why you keep hurting yourself. You keep asking questions you don't want the answer to. You're gonna hurt yourself.
After look, when I went to AI and when me and Father went to AI, we seen our share of stupidity and our share of stupid ass niggas. It's just like
I was there with you. I know what you mean. I might know who you mean. The fuck.
There you have it. I've told one of them I've never seen a level of stupidity until you done walked into my life.
Now, Dion, you and I were both there when Shorty said that she didn't remember the nigga she went to the mall with. We was there, so I know you.
Uh, uh, niggas, niggas.
Was you there for the girl that had semen on her chin and like kept it there for like half a day?
No, I don't know if I.
Oh,
I don't know if I want to know that story.
yeah. It's just that's what like I said, I've met a lot of stupidity. I don't know what's worse, the fact that she got a GoFundMe or the fact that she tried to sue the Gorilla Glue company even though the warnings are on the label.
You can't.
Like
Okay, first of all, okay. Aside from that, you can't sue the gorilla. You can't sue the people who make gorilla glue for something you did. The
Watch me.
fuck?
this is America. You can sue people for anything.
I'm saying, have you
What?
meet the American people?
One of these days, Dion, I'm gonna read the pettiest thing people got sued for. You be like, why? This is
And what?
America. You will be surprised the pettiest and stupidest things that people got sued for. I watched Judge
And then
Judy a lot, and
don't
this
even read me. Don't even read me the whole. I just want to know the cases where the motherfuckers won.
is like one of these days
Cause
I will read to you. But the fact that she tried to sue them, I was like, nah, homie, you gonna have to sit down and take this L. You should. And more this, anybody got any last words before we move on to the next topic?
Black women, I love you, but stay away from the Gorilla Glue.
She a stupid motherfucker.
More of the story is know what to put in your hair and what not to put in your hair, and read the fucking labels. Anything new I try, I read the fucking labels before I.
But you see, situations like this are why people are saying take all the warning labels off of everything and just let natural selection
No,
freaking
no,
sort everything out.
no, no, no. Because you know why? When you take the water labels off, people want to sue. All right. You know, like that's and this is why I said I'm going to read you one of these days the pettiest shit people got sued for. You
I
don't
mean,
want
I
that.
get what you're saying, but like
Trust me, I'm a
shit
big
like
fan
this
of
is why
natural.
people are just yeah.
I'm a big fan of
Uh,
natural selection. Trust me when I say this. I'm a big fan of natural, but sometimes like uh, because of the laws, we just can't do that. Let's just say it.
if you say
Uh,
so. If you fucking say so.
okay, and speaking of Joe Biden, thank you, Father. I was just talking about because I've read in the news that Ice Cube is going to try to talk to the Biden administration about the contract with Black America. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think this is going to go through and listen to us, or do you think this is going back to ignoring us like they did?
I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
see, he's
actually
actually trying to hold out hope for some shit.
No, I'm gonna explain why I have the number 4. So with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris in office, there is a fucking magnifying glass towards the both of them. We can agree on this, right?
yes.
So if Ice Cube, who was slandered for absolutely no reason for pitching the plan to both parties when the election was, winding down, the Republicans already heard what Ice Cube had to say, but obviously they got kicked the fuck out of the House and the Senate. So now the Democrats run everything. The reason why I say it's a 4 is because there is absolutely no excuse for the Democrats to not implement anything of what Ice Cube is going to propose to them. But at the same time, Ice Cube should know that at this particular point in time, these people are going to try to shoehorn other groups into the contract for Black America. They've done it multiple times, and that's why it's a 4. Because even if it does work, there's going to be other groups to try and piggyback off of it.
Understandable. And with that, I'm also giving it a 4. And the only reason I'm saying this is because at least somebody is trying to put the foot on the Democrats' neck. Because I don't think it hasn't been 100 days, but I still feel like the people that got Joe Biden in, instead of just like, I know like this, everybody's still waiting on their stimulus check because I know that shit hasn't come in yet. Um,
I got
but
mine.
I feel like somebody should be on their fucking necks. I think the time for what was the word I was looking for? Symbolism? Yeah, symbolism. The time for symbolism is over. Like that shit doesn't wear off. Like we really, and I'm saying this right now, really need to start putting them fucking necks on the Democrats. We need our stimulus checks for the people that really wants it, and we want to know what you're going to do for the Black community. And like, I think we need to be keep in line in that. I think somebody, at least with Ice Cube, he's like the only person I know that's trying to work on at least getting something for the Black community. I haven't heard no one else. I think they're still talking about how like Kamala Harris is like the first female vice president, which is cool, But like, if we can get out that symbolism phase, we need to like put our foot on their neck. So with that, I'm giving it a 4. At least it's like I know somebody is doing it. So any last words before we move on to our next topic?
Um, so the only thing that I'm gonna say is Joe Biden at this particular point in time, like he owes the Black community. Like He says he
Big
owes the
time.
black community, but he owes the black community and the black community specifically. So I hope that's what the agenda is.
See,
Big time. Go ahead, Dion.
my whole thing is okay. I still don't completely trust either or. Biden, Harris, the Democratic Party as a whole. Just my mentality is still fuck them both. Democrat, Republican, whatever, fuck them both. Now, since Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are in the positions they are in, we know their history when it comes to black folk. We know Joe Biden had a hand in that in the motherfucking crime bill. We know about Kamala Harris and the numerous things she's done, in terms of sending black folks to jail. So now it's a case of you're under a microscope. People know these things about you. There's no way you don't know. So what the fuck are you gonna do?
Well said. Well said. Well said. So, gentlemen, let me ask y'all a question. Would any consider yourself fat phobic?
The only reason I'm saying yes is because I'm West African.
I don't even want to have this
Ex-
conversation about this shit. This shit is
yeah,
so dumb to me.
yo, but hey, man, there are people that I've always said everybody wants an oppression. It's just like people want to be individuals and people want to be victims and people want to have their own oppressions and everything falls. And I feel like everything falls in line of the black oppression and the shit we go through. Um, Father, could you explain why you say you are somewhat fat phobic?
Because there is nothing more. You want to know how you are guaranteed to get clowned on by a West African? Gain weight. That's all you need to do. I've seen it all my life. As a matter of fact, I remember, and I'm going to quote him word for word. I had an uncle that literally said the following words: "You make fat.
Wait, repeat that.
You make fat."
You
You make
make
fat.
fat.
Yes, that was his expression. He said, "You make fat." I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? You gain weight, bruh.
The you not fat phobic, man. You're not a fat phobic brother.
I mean, it's it's two questions going through my mind right now. Number one, do I even want to answer that question? And number
Yeah.
two, if I do answer said question, how should I answer said question?
Yes.
And yes, and
No,
honestly,
see.
and answer
I
to the. Be honest. Be real.
see. First of all, I didn't even know fat phobic was like
A thing.
The thing.
yeah, a thing, a term. Like it's just weird to me, and I don't. It's the subject itself is just weird and stupid to me. I'm sorry. That's why I'm having trouble even like putting words together to even really say anything about this. The whole thing is just weird and stupid to me.
Okay. The first time I've ever heard the term phobic was actually on the grapevine. I forgot what they was talking about, but the big girl there, she was talking about and how black men are being fat phobic to black women. I said fat
Oh, the
phobic.
body shaming episode. I remember that
Thank you. That's what it was. It was the body shaming episode, and that was the first time I heard fat
one.
phobic, and I was like, "Oh, fat phobic. That's the new one." Now I understand, like, yes, and I would consider myself a fat nigga myself, but at the same time, like, I've also lost weight, and I've also, I've my weight has always been up and down, and I know I've always felt better when I was like uh at least when I was like around the 180 area than I was. Hell, like I know one time when I know I needed to lose weight when I was walking up the stairs and I was breathing heavy. I was like, yeah, we got time to drop the weight. I don't like to me like like Dion said, I think fat phobia is a very stupid name because usually, like, I understand there are like people that can hold the weight well. Like I know black people could really hold the weight well. I know Samoans can hold the weight well. Some parts of the African community, I know, like being big is a type of wealth or something like that. Am I correct, Father, or something like that? Like,
Say it again.
is it like being big is some type of wealth, like or like royalty is like.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right, making sure I get my shit good. But I was like, in America, like, let's be real. In America, we got a big obesity problem. Um, I remember I had an argument with this black girl because she was like, black men like are the number one threat to black women's health, and I said, actually, it's
What?
yeah, I know. I said it's diabetes. I said domestic violence is seventh. It was like she tried to argue me personal health. I was like, your weight is your personal health. It's like it's like please. It's like please look up, and it's one of those things where I was like, please look up the stats before you try to diss black men. But we not on the diss the black men thing. But obviously, like being big, unless you can like I said, you can really carry it well, and you like really try to live a healthy lifestyle. Being big is not really that cool, and sometimes it's like cool to lose weight. You've seen people on the Biggest Loser, like they lose weight, they feel better. Me and Father, we have our own Discord where we just watch it like people on my 600 pounds life, and that's an
Mm.
entertaining one. That's an entertaining show. But usually when they lose the weight, they feel better, and then like when they get their gastric bypass, they feel so much better. So it's just like it looks like sometimes like when you lose the weight, you look good. And for the people that go on a weight loss journey, they're not trying to disregard other fat people unless they purposely try to call you fat and saying you need to lose weight. But some people on their weight loss journey, they just want to celebrate themselves because that's something that they want to do. They understand that, it's a big health problem, so they gotta drop the pounds and all that other stuff. So, and usually when they do, they feel real better about themselves. They be more active and all that other stuff. Don't get me understand, food is delicious. I say it all the time. Food is fucking delicious. So uh, so I just think it, Father.
Get the
Food is
fuck.
fucking
Never mind. Never
food
mind.
is the food is fucking delicious. So something.
Yes.
So depending on how you feel about fat food, look, I understand there always be big people in the world, but sometimes like some of y'all need that wake up call that y'all need to lose the weight. Sometime and sooner than later. Q the Reese God done into the chat. How you doing, Q?
Peace and blessings, my brothers.
Let me ask you a question, brother. Would you consider yourself fat phobic? You see,
Why is
like,
that a question?
yeah, yo, because like it was like there was
Can
a
I say
tweet.
something? Wait. Can I say something? Can I say something?
Go ahead, Dion.
All right. No. And my question for Q: you feel the same way I do about this whole subject? Like this is just stupid.
Like I just came here so I don't get fined.
Get the
No,
fuck.
I mean personally, I can't be fat phobic. My entire family's, uh, fat. So I mean, I can't be
So
fat phobic, and I
so you
can't.
have to accept them by default, is what you're saying.
No, it's not really by default. I love fat people. I love all people,
Um,
dark skin,
See,
light, dark.
because someone who was to come out the face and accuse you of being fat phobic, you know what I'm saying? That's a comment they would make towards you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
You you can't even say anything to Lizzo without being called fat forward. Though
Hold on, hold
people
on. I
go,
want to touch on that real quick.
no, no, no,
Hold
no.
up.
Before you say that, I'm gonna just say this. Though people have really, really gone hard on Lizzo. People like really hit hard on Lizzo. But at the same time, like people go hard on that 14-year-old girl with the muscles and them TikToks be fucking hilarious. So go ahead, Dion.
See, I'm trying to figure out how someone actually wanting to get healthy and lose weight, how does that make them fat phobic? Because from what I can tell, Lizzo been big all her most of her natural born goddamn life. Lizzo. So you you really gonna shame the girl for actually trying to like get herself together and be and like try to get healthy. Because like, are we gonna act like we don't know the health risks that come with obesity? Like, are we really gonna play that game?
What are you doing?
You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? Diabetes, heart problems, and some more shit.
yeah.
I think shit is low.
I got nothing against people being big or whatever. Yeah. My girl put on some weight since having my two kids. I pick on her here and there, but that's my baby. I love her. Gut and all. You know what I'm saying? Some good
Nah,
pussy
that's
under that gut.
a
But
bigot.
anyway,
That sounds like you sleeping on the couch, my nigga.
Bigot.
that doesn't
Yeah,
sound
hey,
like
you
shit.
said that. You said that on live. You said that. Yeah, you fucked
She
up.
t- she talking about how skinny I am all the motherfucking time. I could call her pudgy every once in a while. Shit.
That's fat phobic.
Then she's skinny phobic if that's a thing.
Not a thing. You don't get
Shit.
special privilege for being skinny. Yeah.
You about to make me spit out this damn whiskey.
I be seeing that shit. There was some stupid ass tweet talking about, losing weight is fat phobic because the only reason why you're losing weight is to adhere to these patriarchal beauty standards. And I've never seen someone get clowned like that in my life.
And I
Like,
was just waiting for someone somewhere had to be like, bitch, I'm losing weight so I don't die of a fucking heart attack. What the fuck you mean?
somebody says she sounds like she falls on the treadmill.
oh.
Hey,
Ooh.
Hey,
we was,
Twitter do not hold no punches, y'all.
bro, I love Twitter. Twitter is so fucking ruthless. You say
Hey, yo,
stupid.
I'm not gonna lie. Facebook be ruthless too. I don't know about your Facebook be ruthless too.
Yeah,
Oh, they
Facebook
go
is.
ham on Facebook.
But there's something about getting that notification on Twitter and just seeing that shit multiply every time somebody talks shit about you. It's the funniest shit in the world. I
Oh,
know
it's
that.
Because
hilarious.
see, the thing about Twitter is the whole world can see that shit. Like you can keep Facebook limited to like friends and family seeing certain stuff. With Twitter, once you put something on Twitter, the whole world see that shit. So whatever happens, happens at that point, nigga.
I just don't feel like the people that come in that make you accounts on Twitter don't understand that if you say stupid shit, you will get clowned. Like that is the law. And I'm tired of people talking about, oh man, but
Especially Black Twitter.
bruh, Black Twitter.
Black Twitter don't care about nothing. Niggas really don't care about nothing. That's the thing that people need to recognize.
You want to know the motherfuckers who really don't care about nothing? The barbs. Them motherfuckers don't care.
They
I don't
don't.
know who's worse
Hey,
between
hey,
the barbs and the fucking beehive.
hey,
No, the
no,
B.
no,
No.
no. The
Okay,
beehive is
like I
cool.
said, this
The
the
beehive
barbs
is
are
cool.
only
Be-
popping on Twitter. The beehives will shut your shit down in real
I'm about
life.
to say, yeah, the beehive is cool. Do not say that because they will shut this podcast down.
Oh no! I said that with the utmost respect. I still remember what the fuck they did to Kerry Hilson.
I'm about to
You know
say
what I'm
they
saying?
shut.
We
Hey,
not even
they
gonna.
ruined.
I say
They
that with the
ruined.
utmost respect. You
They
know what I'm saying? I ain't
ruined.
trying to get nobody here in our circle in no type of trouble.
Yeah,
You know
Every
what I'm
time I
they
saying?
see Carrie
ruined
Hilson, she
people.
looks sad. So it's
Yeah,
just like, God damn, man.
they ruin people. So like the barbs
So
are
you don't play
annoying.
your damn mouth?
It's
The
been years.
beehive is lit.
It's been years, and Kerry Hilson still hasn't done shit, dog. Like
Hey, you know who I really feel sorry
no.
for? A. Marie, because Beyonce stole her producer and said, "So the fuck what? What you gonna do about
Like
it?"
that.
Not a goddamn thing.
Not a goddamn thing. You better get your one thing and flip off
Come
your.
on. Come on.
I ain't hear from A. Marie since. So,
I don't even know what to say about Emery.
I love A. Marie. That girl can really sing, and her first
Hey,
I
album
ne-
is
hey,
classic.
put some respect on A. Marie, man.
I put
I'm
some
a,
yeah,
respect on it,
that I still
but
I still have that album.
yeah, I
nah,
know it's a good album. But
yeah,
Beyonce stole her producer and never looked back.
I'm gonna be completely honest here. I love A. Marie, but we not gonna pretend like Janae Aiko didn't steal her whole motherfucking thunder.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did.
Janae Aiko stole her look at some more shit. If we're being completely honest, but
I don't think you can
I'm not
steal
gonna
a
say the look. I'm not gonna say
Asian.
the look. I'm not gonna say the look.
I mean,
That's how genetics work.
Genetics, baby.
you know this. Genetics is a rigged ass game. Some people just come out just beautiful as fuck, and other people just come out looking like fucking
Gorilla
shit.
Glue girl.
Yeah, gorilla.
She if I'm being honest, she ain't ugly. At least to me, she ain't ugly.
It's
She's
her
stupid as
eyes.
fuck.
It's
She's
her
stupid as
eyes.
fuck, but she ain't ugly.
It's her eyes. It's the eyes that get me. It's just beady as like they look
You
like the
sure it ain't
fucking
just that look of shock she had on her face when she realized exactly what the fuck she did to
no.
herself with that gorilla glue? Cause
It looked
like,
like the type of eyes you draw in art
if
class,
I would
but
have
they
did,
too
I'm
big
sorry,
for the
if I would have
face.
did some shit like that to myself and then come to realize the mistake I made, my eyes would have popped out my motherfucking head too.
Yeah, but them joints look like legitimate anime eyes. Like goddamn, like what the fuck am I looking? Like them joints was big, and I think
See,
she was
just
very
because you
cunning.
said you know what? No. Just because you said that her new name is Gorilla Glue Senpai. Anyway, just because you said she looked like an anime character, her new
And
name
then
is
them
Gorilla Glue
eyelashes,
Senpai.
and then them eyelashes was big as shit. Like I feel like those were wings and shit, not just eyelashes. I feel like she would fly away. She just blink fast and shit. So,
Nah, her new name is Gorilla Glue Senpai.
uh,
Hey,
I
hey,
let all
go ahead,
niggas
Q. Go ahead,
y'all ain't.
Q.
personally, I felt bad for her because I knew that she honestly made a mistake. Like, it was like, dog. Like it was like I really like people thought that she was clout chasing. I don't think she was clout chasing. I think she was legit trying to do a one of those
Like
makeup
some type of hair hack or
tutorials,
something.
hair tutorials like with the camera and you know what I'm saying. And she wasn't paying attention to what she grabbed. The one question I'm trying to figure out is why.
No. She did not make a mistake and grab the gorilla glue. She ran out of the other glue and she used the gorilla glue as a substitute.
Oh man, oh yeah. I see. I tried to help you.
Nah, she just
It,
stupid.
it, it, it's no defending that. I don't care how you try to.
Yeah, I
I
tried
don't
to
care
help
how you
you.
try to dissect that. There's no defending that. There's no justifying that. What she did was fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, that was just stupid. You're right. My bad.
Remind me
I
to
ain't know all the
never,
facts.
ever,
I ain't
ever
know
act.
all the facts. Now that I know all the facts, hey, you stupid lady. I'm sorry.
What was she saying, father?
You know what? I'm gonna change what I said. I'm I so to the Gorilla Glue lady, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry that people are calling you stupid, and I hope you give your life to the Lord.
You trying to be nice and shit.
Try Jesus, not
Somebody got to
me.
do it. Somebody got to do it out of all of us.
Hey man,
Oh shit!
somebody gotta keep
It wasn't gonna be me.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna be me either.
It was
It
too
was
late
not.
for it to be
It was
me.
not gonna be me.
It was too late for it to be me.
Oh shit!
Oh man. So, anybody, anybody got any final topics before we move on to our next topic?
Uh, ooh.
No,
No.
no.
Before we move on to our next topic, I just want to tell Q, I told you Derrick Rose was going to the Knicks.
Hey, I'm so happy for him.
I knew it. I said I told you he was gonna go to the Knicks. You know Tibbs need his boys. That's
He watch. He gonna go try to sign Joakim Noah just for the fun of it. Like
he's still on the Clippers, so for what I've seen, but
he
you're
gonna
probably
get him.
right.
He gonna try to trade for him. He ain't gonna never get no minutes. He just want him there.
You're right, because he was about to be on the damn Timberwolves there. They was like, nah, come on, Tibbs.
But yeah, hey, shout out to Derrick Rose, and Derrick Rose looking like a playmaker now. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, he looked real good in his first game in the Knicks, even though they lost. But they only lost by like 2, so it's just like,
The Knicks look good, period. But we already talked about that.
yeah. Okay, all right. This question I wanted to ask because I did see it on some question topics and some groups is like, because you know how everybody was talking about beauty standards and the Eurosexual beauty and all that other stuff. So I just want to ask y'all, who do y'all think sets the beauty standards, men, women, or the media?
Hey, baby.
Anybody want to go? Take a
I
stab.
feel like that's a trap question.
It's
Yeah,
not a trap question. It's more or less. It's the I would say it's a rabbit hole question. Like it goes deeper than it really is. It's just like, or what is it? A loaded question. With it, it's really like a loaded question because it could go so many ways. Go ahead.
See, I that's another. I don't know how to answer that.
I
Cause for
do.
me,
Actually, hold up. Since my lady is sitting right here, I'm gonna pose this question to her. Okay, so the question is this: who do you think sets the beauty standards? Is it men? Is it women? Or is it the fucking media?
These damn stupid ass social media trends. They need to stop doing that shit. You know? Because half these fucking women got look nice as fuck, but yet when they do these stupid ass Kylie Jenner fucking dumbass shit, they're like dumbasses because they gonna be following the latest dumbass trend.
So,
But you see
well,
more women
so
doing stupid shit than men.
yeah, so my girl blames the media.
shit, fuck it.
I kind of, I kind of get where she's coming from, what she was saying. So, like I said, I personally don't know how to answer that question. So,
But if you take the media out of it,
see, it's
you know,
easy. See, the thing about it, it's easy for us to blame. It's easy for me to say the men at this point because it's like, oh, well, it's all about what we allow and what we attract and all
I
these
said
things
my
like
favorite
that.
example.
But in reality, as a man, our attention span when it comes to that subject is very slim to none. Like beauty is beauty until like we see another like it's temporary to us, to be honest. So I don't really think we could set a standard. I think whatever standard they set, we'll just go with it and just be okay with it. We'll just find the best version of whatever standard they set. So I would agree with her with the media when it comes to who sets the beauty standard.
Father, what about you?
My answer is both men and women set the beauty standards because when you have men that dress a certain way, that look a certain way, and women are very good at choosing who got the style and who is worthy to get the pussy. So men, we dress accordingly. But the thing is with us, if we ugly, we ugly. The only thing we can do is pray for a good haircut and some good Vaseline. So that's the only thing we get to rely on. Now, you got dudes that also do makeup. You got dudes that also, have beauties products that they sell and shit like that. But for the most part, that industry is run by women. Now, women also set beauty standards by virtue of like, what's popular to wear and the shit that, the cultures that go on with what they wearing and, certain shit like that. Now, with that being said, I also want to say this. Black women in particular have always been the original standard of beauty, especially when you do the research. It's only fairly recently, especially in Western societies, that white women were considered the standard of beauty. And that was imposed on black women. That's why, assimilation is a thing, colorism is a thing, and all this other stuff. But when it comes to society, they are the ones that dictate what is considered beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's up to the institutions, and both men and women uphold those institutions because we are society. And as a result, you get the beauty standards that you see today.
Dang. For some reason, like every time, like when I heard this question, like my mind like goes so many places because like I said, it's like really deep. It's not like one of those things where it's like very vague or where it's layered because like you kind of like look through history. Like one thing Father said, and I'm gonna piggyback on, like black women has always been the beauty standards, but for some reason they always put a white face on it. Like even in today's modern beauty standards, let's say for women, the thing that's in right now is like being curvaceous, not like when it was like the 80s, the thing was like being real skinny. Um And like for some reason, them big shoulder pads, like as designer women, I don't understand the '80s fashion, but okay. But '90s, like the women were still like skinny, but it's like more or less a grungy, natural look,
It was
and like
fly, Ray. It was fly.
it was fly. Thank you. And the black women, especially like it was like many styles. You had the curvy women, you had the skinny women, but like you like it really looked good and like natural. The short natural, like the bob haircuts, was real good. And then you got your freak nickel. But like in from 2000 and up, like looking like a I don't want to say stripper, but more or less a video model. I think that's been like the thing because a lot of people will say like the body they get is the Kim K type of body, which is kind of like bullshit because it's like Kim K didn't even have that body. Kim K bought that body like people who've had that naturally is like if you look at the videos, especially music videos in the 2000s, you had your Melissa Fords, your Esther Baxters, the Key Toys, the Buffy the Bodies. It's like those are the women, and then those are the women that like how can I what that what's the word I'm looking for? That made okay, those are the women that made the body types that people kind of like yearn for. People go to surgeries, get the boobs because I know in '90s like it was all about big breasts or puppies, as Jerry the King Lawyer was saying. But now it's all about it's all about having a total package. And even like people getting their lips done, they was like, oh, that's them Kylie Jenner lips, and it was like Kylie Jenner didn't have lips like that. So my thing is like I've always said the media because it's like we start the because I feel like we start the trend, but the trend doesn't get popular until there's a white face on it, and that's something that I feel like we don't really get the credit for because there's no reason when you see that body they go the Kim K type of body. There's no reason you see black full lips and like I know before her it was Angelina Jolie, but before then they was calling them the Kylie Jenner lips. Like there's no reason for like a white face to make it popular. So that's well, I've always said like the media, but I don't feel like father is wrong when you say the men and women either because, but for men, like I feel like our style doesn't change much. We just gotta be well groomed and smell nice. I know the suits it went from like really baggy to like form fitting, but other than that, like men's style don't really change much. So that's where I'm going. And like women, like I said, every 10 years from women, it seems like something new is happening. Except for like now because we've been on the curvaceous thick side for like the longest. So this has been like a good 20 years for that. So that's how I feel. Any last words before we move on?
Hey man, genetics is a rigged game.
True.
Hey,
Also, Q, I should have bet you when I did because Tom Brady came through like I said he would.
Oh my
man,
God.
if
Tom
that
Brady,
Super
yeah,
Bowl won the most one-sided shit,
bro, I don't care. I don't care. But I feel like Q bet me like 2 weeks ago, and I should have took that bet. Now I'm mad I didn't take that bet, but I feel like, but like I said, I'm cursed.
Okay, and I told you I would do it. I told you I would do it. Tom Brady. Okay, let me explain the bet before I do this. I told Ray when we did when we did the sports podcast 2 weeks ago that if Tom Brady actually won, that I would go ahead and go on a rant on why he was the greatest quarterback to ever live. But if Tom Brady lost, I would go on a rant on why Patrick Mahomes will be the greatest quarterback to ever live. But unfortunately, Patrick Mahomes couldn't get in the end zone. So now I really got to explain, do I really have to explain this? Like, do I have to go into detail? 10 times he's been to the Super
I'm
Bowl,
gonna leave it
seven
up to you.
championships. He's only lost three. He's only lost to two teams. One of the teams was Eli Manning on some fluke plays. He went 18 and 0, 16 and 0 in the regular season. The man broke the record for the most touchdowns in the season, the most touchdowns to one wide receiver. He can't be beat. He is more likely to go to a Super Bowl than Steph Curry is to make a three-pointer. That is impossible. Like, that's crazy. I've never heard of that before in my life. So there is no reason I should even have to go any further. Ray, you won. I thank God I didn't spend no money betting against them because I would be broke today.
Oh man, I'm so mad. But the real question is, how did y'all feel about the halftime show, and who do y'all think have the best halftime show ever?
Oh Lord.
And why is it not Prince,
Mm.
Dion?
Hold on, wait. No, because I was saying no, because my pick for the best halftime performance ever was Prince. So I mean,
That's why I said that.
Hold on.
hold
I'm
up.
not going. I'm not. I can't. I'm. Hold on. It's two of them that I just can't ignore. Michael Jackson's and Janet Jackson's. Come
I'm gonna
on,
beat
man.
your
Come
I'm gonna
on.
beat your
You knew
I
I
motherfucking
was
don't even
going to
want
have one.
to
Ray,
shut up.
you knew I was going to bring it
look.
up.
Shut up.
Yep,
You knew I was going to bring it up.
yep. In my
Janet,
Draymond
Okay,
Green
Janet
voice.
so
Jackson.
Damn.
okay. So
In
here's
my
the so
Draymond
let
Green voice. Yep.
Boy, my eyes didn't deceive me that day. I swore
Oh
that
Lord.
I
Now
saw
that's a
that I
titty.
saw what I saw.
Now that's
And
a
I
titty.
seen it.
okay. Best halftime performance without a breast being involved. Let's say that shit. Cause
Without breast
Her
being
performance
involved.
was still good. Uh Beyonce's performance was amazing. That just happened a couple years ago.
yeah.
Michael Jackson's was great. Uh yeah, Prince's was great. I don't know. It's between
People
Beyonce,
still
Michael, and Prince.
I'm putting this name out there right now, and nobody is going to debate me on this because all of you are probably going to agree, but we are not going to sleep on my boy Bruno Mars like he did not do his
Oh
thing on
yes,
Super Bowl
yes,
halftime.
Yo, Bruno
Oh,
did his
yes.
thing.
Bruno shit was
That
lit.
was another one. That was another one.
Bruno
Bruno was
shit was
lit.
lit.
Damn.
Bruno's was with Beyonce, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was with
All
Beyonce.
right, so that okay, so yeah, that's the same. Yeah, we're going. My bad, Bruno, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars.
No, it
Dion.
was one. It was. Hold up, wait. Wasn't there the one Bruno did one by himself, and then wasn't it Beyonce, Bruno, and Coldplay all three in one at one Super Bowl?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't even remember.
Pretty sure
But
it was pretty sure that was the case with that particular one. It was Beyonce, Coldplay, and Bruno Mars all together for that one.
I like the weekend performance, but it wasn't the best to me.
it was kind of dizzy. I
It's
felt dizzy.
it's well there was a lot of running and spinning around, yes. So
But yeah, I give it to Abel because Abel's performance was good. But I know Dion, you was going to explain why Prince was. You said why Prince was the best.
I'm gonna put it like this. It's a toss up between Prince and Michael. But see, here's the thing. I'm gonna explain Michael first.
Go ahead.
It takes a special kind of star power to have the crowd going bonkers for a whole 5 to 10 minutes before you even fucking do anything. I'm going
Fact.
to give him that. I'm going to give him that.
he wins just off of that. The
He
boy,
just looked left. The nigga looked
if he
left.
if he looked
But then
if he
here's my thing
looked
about
to
it. He
his
didn't even
left,
really start the
if he
performance.
looked to his left, it's 5 people going to the hospital. If he looked to his right, it's 12 people going to the hospital. Stop playing with him. And if he do that shoulder roll, if he do the shoulder roll, your mama going to the hospital.
It's
Everybody's
over.
going to the hospital passing out over Michael Jackson,
I'm
man.
saying.
And then don't let him bust out that moonwalk. But anyway, now here's the thing that gets me with Prince. Number one, you gotta be a bad motherfucker to perform other motherfucking songs other than your own and still have the whole crowd going fucking nuts. Okay? And second, when my boy performed Purple Rain, and it literally started raining on cue when he started the fucking song.
Okay.
When God Himself is trying to improve your performance, when God Himself is having a hand in your show, you can't match that, my nigga. I'm sorry.
Look left.
Fuck you.
Look right.
Saying that.
Look right.
I'm just saying, like the
Show the
man looked
road.
left
Show
and
the road.
everybody fainted. I ain't
Show the
never seen
road.
no shit like that, man.
I ain't never
Show the
seen
road.
Rain knock nobody out. I don't never seen Purple Rain knock anybody out like Michael
Neck
Jackson
roll.
fucking left.
Like Michael Jackson's the only nigga I know. He don't tell you where you going, but he will show up and 150,000 people will show up right at his doorstep.
Crotch grab. I'ma just name all his moves.
Just to he,
The hat
Michael-
lean point. When he leaned his hat
Michael Jackson,
point.
Michael Jackson probably the only nigga that can have a concert without him singing any of his songs.
Nothing. He ain't
The
gotta
whole
sing
crowd will
nothing.
sing.
He could just
that shit was the greatest
he could just
ever.
be on the mic and just and he'll sell millions.
Bruh, imagine a 2.5 hour concert and the crowd is just singing all of your songs and you don't sing shit. Imagine that type of power.
And all the fuck you gotta do is dance.
And all you gotta fucking do is dance.
And I love Prince. Don't get me wrong, I love Prince. But Michael, man,
That boy good.
That boy good.
That boy
That was
good.
good.
That boy good.
Man,
Oh,
Michael is
man.
the greatest of all
Oh,
time.
he was beyond good. He was beyond
He
good.
is the greatest of all time. It's not even a comparison. Leave Michael alone. Michael is
He still holds the title of the king of pop for a reason. So
he's the king of
we're not
everything.
even gonna.
There's nothing Michael couldn't do. There's nothing he couldn't do. There was nothing.
Dancing, got it. Singing, got it. Music videos, got it. Fucking awards, got it.
Fucking acting,
got it. Fucking countries that are going to war, got it.
He was the scarecrow, man. He was the scarecrow.
You can't win.
That nigga went to every continent on this planet and sold them all out.
He owned a monkey.
That nigga went to Antarctica and all the penguins was there.
A monkey, nigga, he had an amusement park for a backyard. The fuck?
Have you ever seen a penguin moonwalk, my nigga? That was Michael.
His best friend was a monkey. You can't name nobody else who has a best friend for a monkey.
Shout out to Bubbles.
Shout out to Bubbles. Shout out to Bubbles, who held Michael down when all the people said he did it. Bubbles know what happened.
All right. Any last word before we move on to our next topic? Final thoughts.
I'm just saying, Bubbles didn't witness any kids being touched on those fateful days, so therefore he's innocent. That's all I'm saying. I'm trusting Bubbles.
He ain't do it. Bubbles would have.
He ain't do it.
Bubbles would have told.
I have my own thoughts and feelings towards that whole thing, but we're not even gonna get into that.
Thank God.
Thank God. I was about to say you can use it as a final thought, but you go ahead.
Nah, I ain't gonna bring it up. Nope.
Nah, please don't. Please don't.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Now, I agree that Mike didn't do it, but I have a specific reason why Mike can't do that shit.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it brief. Now, what killed that whole argument for me was when Macaulay Culkin's ass came out and fucking started trying to say Michael did this, that, and the third to him.
Michael?
Wait,
what?
Never.
Macaulay Culkin said Michael never did nothing.
Yeah, I'm about to say Macaulay was the wrong one.
Yeah.
Macaulay, that was Michael Mann right there.
It was them niggas from You Got Served that was saying that shit. Macaulay Culkin was on the side. I think Aaron Carter even defended Michael Jackson too.
Everybody defended Michael Jackson. Some of the kids defended Michael Jackson and said, "Man, my parents was just trying to get money from him." Like, come on, man. They killed Michael. They did everything they could to kill him.
All right, then.
They tried to take him out. They couldn't get him in jail, so they took him out.
And the feds was on it. When the Fed said, "I got nothing," that's saying something.
Like, come on, man. You ain't have nothing on Michael Jackson. You ain't have nothing on him. You ain't have nothing on that man. Michael fed hungry Africans with with a bone and food in it. Like, come on, man. He fed him with a bone, a dog bone with food on it. Like he Michael Jackson is amazing.
The fuck.
Like that Rick James or that Dave Chappelle said, man, Michael Jackson had he walked out with clouds behind him. Like he smelled like aromatherapy. Like it's weird. Like
how do you smell like aromatherapy? Wait a
like
minute.
he just
It's
cleansed
Michael.
your nostrils. Like it's weird.
It's Michael. It's just Michael.
Like he cleansed your soul. It's Michael Jackson, man.
Yeah, it's Michael. That's
You know,
that's
no,
the answer. It's Michael.
It's Michael.
I mean, shoot. Then again, my definition of aromatherapy is, sniffing this liquor before I drink it. But anyway,
Nigga, that ain't wrong with therapy. That's alcoholism.
Boy, that's we not we
alcohol is go to meetings. Anyway,
You fat phobic. I don't want to hear it.
hold up, time out. You fat phobic, bro?
Fat phobic in 2021.
never.
Goddamn you, Dion. All right, we're gonna go to our final thoughts, and we're gonna start with Dion.
Yeah, let's talk about your
That-
fat phobia. I'm just playing.
I think that term is stupid. For my final thought, I think that term is stupid. I think that whole fat phobia argument is fucking stupid. Whoever started that shit,
What the fuck is that bullshit?
hold on.
What the fuck?
Basically, babe, since you walked past as I said that, someone started this whole thing on Twitter about how
They only get slapped, but this
people got something against fat people and all this other dumb shit about how losing weight is fat phobic, and it was just this whole stupid thing on Twitter we were talking about.
Some people have to lose weight for that. Oh, they didn't. You know what? I'm gonna.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on, let me ask you this question. Hold on, let me ask you. Stop for a second. Let me ask you this question. Now you done put on a little bit of weight since having our kids or whatever. Now, me, still treating you the way I've treated you over the past. How old is this little nigga over here? 5 years or whatever since you gave birth to our son, and then giving birth to little lady right here. Am I fat phobic?
No.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyway,
You can't fucking walk and shit like that, and yet you still try to say, "Oh, this and the third."
it's stupid. My point is just that whole thing is just stupid to me. Whoever started that really needs to go fuck themselves.
No, you got to put the pedal on.
And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
All right, Forrest Gump.
All right, Cuter Reese God is on you.
Wait.
Let me start off by saying happy birthday to me. It's not my birthday yet, but my birthday will be Wednesday, so I'll probably be able to do the podcast Thursday, whatever. But my birthday is on Wednesday, and yeah, I'm not really doing nothing because it's quarantine. Usually, it's an all-star weekend this weekend around my birthday, but it's not. I don't think they should do an all-star weekend personally. Yeah. That's about. Oh, I'm still waiting for Ed Boon to release what I need to know, and I'm getting impatient. Very, very impatient. And then that Monkey King game. I need to see the video on that one. I'm sorry, I'm like online trying to survive playing 2K and talk at the same time. I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, that's my final thought for real. But yeah.
Okay, Father is on you.
First of all, I don't believe a goddamn word Dion just said. He fat phobic. Second of all, astrology is bullshit because I've been reading the little like horoscopes and shit like that, and I ain't never been so fucking just read on in my life. I showed Ray one passage, and that shit, man.
I keep telling y'all, astrology is on some shit.
Astrology be sniping motherfuckers and people don't like it. That's why they be talking shit.
I caught like two people with it. It was like, this is just like you. Like, nah, it ain't me. It was like, all right. Well, I read something about it. I was like, yep, that is definitely you. They go, man, shut
You
up.
caught you in 4K. Yeah, but yeah, shout out to the astrologers, giving us the good information. I've been trying to like, and it's not even that like I'm super into it, but I just find the shit interesting. I like reading the little differences, and I like reading like the little personality traits and shit like that. I always like that type of shit. But people try to make it seem like, oh, you this whack nigga, and oh, you trying to explain why people are bad because they did certain type of horoscope. And I'm like, I mean, if you are undesirable, it don't matter what horoscope you got, you're gonna be undesirable. So there's that. And then to finish my final thought, so there has been a lot of back and forth on Twitter between black people based on where they come from. So let me tell y'all something. Did you know that